Good evening, everyone, to our Village Board of Trustee meeting for Monday, April 6th at 5:30 p.m. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a seat, please. Roll call, please. Trustee Corrigan.
Present.
Trustee Osborn.
Present.
Trustee Hogue.
Present.
Trustee Alpert.
Present.
Mayor Curley, present. Upcoming meetings, we have a regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, April 27, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. A regular meeting is, and that's a week early. That's to coincide with our budget, so everyone realizes what that'll be, okay? So, a regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, June 1st, 2026, 5:30 p.m. I have a motion approving March 2nd, 2026 Board of Trustee meeting minutes, please. Motion, please.
Trustee Hogue.
Motion made by Trustee Hogue. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Second made by Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I have a motion to approve the March 20, 2026 Board of Trustees special meeting minutes. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Alpert.
Second made by Trustee Alpert. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. At this time, I'd like to have a motion to open up a public hearing to consider a local law to establish sewage, rents, and water rates for the 2026-2027 budget year. Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by Trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Corrigan.
Second made by Trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. At this time, if anyone would like to have any comments on the budget, you're more than welcome to come and say anything. I will point out that there will be in the sewer and the water, the sewer rents and the water rates, there will be a 0% increase on both of those for the second year in a row. I think we're very confident we're in good shape, even with doing other infrastructure projects in those and different maintenance projects, as later on we'll be voting for a bid that came in for approximately $165,000 to clean the digesters in the sewer plant, and other projects we've actually done throughout the year and will continue to do even next year. So it'll be, even with the 0%, we'll be doing the maintenance and improvements at the same time. So, being I see no one come up, make any comments, can I please have a motion to close the public hearing for the, to establish the sewer rents and water rates, please? Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Hogue.
Second made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I've got to wait 2 minutes here for, to do the other public hearing to consider the adoption of 2026 tentative budget. It's another minute left, so I'm talking, that'll also be a 0% increase. That'll be the 5th year in a row. There will be no village tax increase on that, okay, while we're still maintaining all services, fire services. There's no cut to the fire department budget, no cut to the police budget, no cut to, anything, just improvements, and everyone's working together. We added a little bit of money to recreation for the seniors and for the different events, because we're trying to push more things in this village. Kathy requested it, Kathy Middleton, when we went with that, okay? It was logical, because we are doing more things for the village. We're doing more events for the village than we've ever done, and we're going to keep doing that, okay? So, at this time, we got, couple more seconds, and then we'll move ahead, okay? Welcome. We got another fire chief coming. They must be nervous about something. They must have thought I was cutting their budget, which I'm not. Mr. Minarski came in the back all dressed up, and he's here too. So that's it. Okay, now it is 5:40 at this point. I will have a motion to open up the public hearing to consider the adoption of 26-27 and tentative budget, please. Motion, please.
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Second, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Second made by Trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Again, this time, as I just mentioned, there will be no tax increase for the village taxpayer. At the same time, we have not cut any services. We've only added things, added more events. All our police department, our fire department, all these groups worked good with recreation to, help make the kids happy, the seniors happy, and the whole village happy, Me and Charles Sawicki are working on many different projects, and this village board as well. on a streetscape project for downtown, which hopefully we're moving ahead on that, so we can improve our lighting, the trees downtown and the grates, and hopefully, yeah, listen, capitalism is a funny thing, because capitalism controls a lot of things, but if government can put a little bit in too, that helps maybe capitalism come, so we get different types of stores, more stores, and get rid of some of these empty stores. As you know, the one building that had burnt down, they're coming in with plans. It was purchased, and they're coming with plans to renovate that building. That was the building at the top of town. Took time with the insurance claim, investigators and everything, but the family got it settled. They sold off, and we're waiting for the plans to come so we can go ahead and get that building moving and get it occupied. So at this time, anyone have anything to say? Being that there's no comment, can I please have a motion to close the public hearing for the 2026-27 tentative budget? Motion, please.
Trustee
Motion
Osborn.
made by trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second made
Hogue.
by trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes, okay? I just want to make a motion to, Orange and Rockland is looking to do a real storage yard down by property they own down by the ball field. That'll have to go, we'll have to set a public hearing for that because they're looking for a special permit. So, we have package on that, we'll review. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to set a public hearing for April 27th, please. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second
Alpert.
made by trustee Alpert. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Mayor, I just have a quick question. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
property that's on the other side of the ball field? Is that where that is?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Down in
I know exactly where it is. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And then, at this point, and then you got a whole big.
Yeah, I
package
started
now,
looking
so
at
you
it.
can review everything.
I started
Okay?
looking.
It's like the first step for us, so. Okay, and at this point, I'd like a motion, I want to have a continuance on a public hearing for the local law amending the code of the Village of Suffern, revising the penalties for violation of various provisions of the village clerk. We're actually still looking up on how high we're raising these fees, but there's a couple of things I'll be doing later on that'll be relevant to it. So I'm going to actually just ask for a motion to continue that public hearing to, so I'm going to open it up first. Can I have a motion, please, to open up the public hearing for local amended code of Village of Suffern, revising the penalty for violation of various provisions of Village Code? Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by trustee Osborn, seconded by trustee
Second,
Alpert.
Trustee Alpert.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. As I said, I'd like to continue it, so can I please, this time, I'd like to make a motion to continue it to April 27th. Can I have a motion to continue that public hearing, please?
Trustee Hogue.
Motion made by trustee Hogue, seconded by
Second. Corrigan.
trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Police Department, please.
Good evening, everyone. In the month of March, the Police Department responded to 1,028 calls for service. I just have one agenda item for the board's consideration tonight. I'd like to request authorization for myself to attend the New York State Chiefs of Police Training Conference from May 18th to May 21st, which will be held in Lake Placid, New York.
Can you leave your gun here while I can
Sure.
play with it while you're gone?
I'll leave my bullet, too, in my pocket.
You got, the chief
Only
gets,
one?
you have two bullets.
Just one,
The
they
chief
get-
gets, no, the chief's supposed to have two. I put it in the budget.
How do you think we keep the 0% increase going?
Okay, I have a motion, please, authorize the Suffolk Police Chief to attend the New York State Chiefs Police Conference, May 18th to 21st, 26th, in Lake Placid, New York. Motion, please.
Motion, Trustee
Motion made
Alpert.
by trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Corrigan.
Second made by trustee Clarke. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Don't be coming up here making jokes. It's a very serious place.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief. Fire Department, please.
Good evening, Mayor and Village Board. The first item I have on the agenda is authorizing the approval of the Length of Service Awards Program for the year 2025.
Can I have a motion approving the Suffolk Fire Department Service Awoken Program for year 2025? Motion, please.
Trustee
Motion
Osborn.
made by trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee
Second
Corrigan.
made by trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Secondly, I'd also like to ask for the approval and the acceptance of a loser Silber as a new member in the Volunteer Hose Company number 1.
Can I have a motion accepting Loughlin Silver as a new member of Volunteer Hose Company number 1, please? Motion, please.
Trustee Hogue.
Motion made by trustee Hogue. Can I get a second, please?
Second, trustee
Second
Alpert.
made by trustee Alpert. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
If
Chief.
may
I know
take-
it's going to be your last meeting, right, Chief?
Yes, yes, I had a little spiel. I wanted to just thank the mayor and the village board for your support over the years as my term as chief, with my term as chief. It's been a true honor to serve the village as the fire chief for the last 2 years, and I genuinely just wanted to thank you. And it's been a pleasure working with everyone in this room as well.
Well,
It
don't
really
they have
has
a party
been.
for you sometime, too? I mean,
What's that?
Don't they have a party and stuff later or something?
The dinner, yes. Is everybody coming? or what?
Okay, good. Good.
Did you RSVP yet?
We'll make sure, no, I didn't get one.
No, they should be going out this week.
I was gonna say,
And that reminds me, a couple of years ago.
Here we go,
You had a Satsuma hat company?
walked right
You'll
in.
get it.
You had to bring up bad memories. You just wanted to go out on a bad note with me.
Don't know what you're talking about.
We will be there. Thank you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, thank you.
And that's
What
what
is
they
the date?
said. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's that?
They said they didn't know my address. That was their excuse.
Oh, Buck, yeah.
Chief, what's the
Thank you,
date? Do you
Chief.
know offhand?
What's that?
Do you know what the date is offhand?
Yes. The 9th, yes.
Very nice, okay.
7 o'clock. 6:30, actually.
The email invite just went out like 20 minutes ago.
Okay. That's Mother's Day weekend.
Sure it did. Sure it did.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
Sure it did.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
I just want to go into a different area first on the agenda. So it's just so important, I just don't want to forget it. At this point, I put a resolution in front of all the board members, okay? And this has to do with the rental registry and people following the law and not following the law. So dealing with the attorney and the board, and this board, I'm going to ask for a resolution authorizing the village attorney to institute litigation for injunctive and other relief against the owners of various properties located in the village of Suffern for non-compliance with Chapter 215 of the Code of the Village of Suffern, regulating rental properties in the village of Suffern. Be it enacted that the Board of Trustees of the village of Suffern as follows. Maple Suffern LLC is owner of real property located at 43 East Maple Avenue. 8 Breach Street LLC is the owner of real property located at 8 Bridge Street. Suffern LLC is the owner of real property located at 3 Bridge Street, 30 Highland Avenue, 66 Ramapo Avenue. Oak Terrace 2 LLC is the owner of real property located at 19 Oak Terrace. 16 Prairie Avenue LLC is the owner of real property located at 16 Prairie Avenue. 7 Riverside Drive LLC is the owner of real property located at 7 Riverside Drive. Riverside Drive 2 LLC is the owner of real property located at 52 Riverside Drive, and 12 Rockland Terrace LLC is the owner of real property located at 12 Rockland Terrace, and 24 West Maple Avenue LLC is owner of real property located at 24 West Maple Avenue. And whereas all the foregoing LLCs are owned by Mayor Goldberger, and all the following properties are non-owner occupied rental units requiring to be registered with the village in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 215 of the Village Code. And whereas, despite numerous requests to do so, the foregoing LLCs have failed, refused, and neglected to register in accordance with the requirements of Chapter 215. Now therefore, be resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern that the village attorney is hereby authorized to institute an action for injunctive relief. I will also point out that on different properties, and I'll be doing that too, that there are serious violations, safety violations, okay? So I have another one to read after this, okay? But I will be probably calling a special meeting and having, for other ones on these, because it's just too serious of an issue, okay? I will point out that when I first came into office, we probably gave out 150, 200 violations. We're up to probably over 600 violations a year that the code enforcers are giving out, okay? So they are out there doing their job, from trash, from overcrowding, to whatever the number may be, okay? Or just, not even the overcrowding as much as where they are placing beds and not placing beds, or different things. And the system now is, what we do is, when someone comes and registers, and I came up with this idea as I watch people come in and they register their water bills, we now take that water bills we send it to Melissa Raymer, who then puts it, and then we contact them through the rental registry. We are also taking violations that people are getting, and we are then realizing the rentals and also getting them that way. So we've taken other avenues now. Even the police department over time has reported certain things. So I'm taking all the avenues from all the different departments so we can attack these issues, okay? So can I have a motion?
Mayor, I
Please.
just want, before we do the motion, I just want to mention one thing. You said a couple times 24 West Maple, but it's actually, I think, according to this, it's 24 West Maltby.
Did I say West Maple?
You did,
Okay,
so I just wanted to correct that
okay,
for the
then
record.
you know what, then, Steve, I'm going to read the whole thing again. Thank you, okay?
Sorry.
All right. Being enacted, the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern as follows. Whereas Maple Suffern LLC is owner of real property located at 43 East Maple Avenue. 8 Bridge Street LLC is owner of real property located at 8 Bridge Street. Bridge Suffern LLC is owner of real property located at 3 Bridge Street, 30 Highland Avenue and 66 Ramapo Avenue. Oak Terrace 2 LLC is owner of real property located at 19 Oak Terrace. 16 Prairie Avenue LLC is owner of real property located at 16 Prairie Avenue. 7 Riverside Drive LLC is owner of real property located at 7 Riverside Drive. Riverside Drive 2 LLC is the owner of real property located at 52 Riverside Drive. And 12 Rockland Terrace LLC is the owner of real property located at 12 Rockland Terrace. And 24 West Maltby Avenue LLC is owner of real property located at 24 West Maltby Avenue. And whereas all of the foregoing LLCs are owned by Meyer Goldberger, and whereas all of the foregoing properties are non-owner occupied rental units required to be registered with the village in accordance with the provision of Chapter 215 of the Village Code, and whereas despite numerous requests to do so, the following LLCs have failed, refused, and neglected to register in accordance with the requirement of Chapter 215. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern that the village attorney is hereby authorized to institute an action for injunctive action. Can I please have a motion, please, for a resolution authorize the village attorney to institute litigation for injunctive and other relief against the owners of the various properties?
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second
Hogue.
made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I have another one, and to me, it's just as serious and a little disappointing to me when I talk about it at the end, okay? A resolution authorizing the village attorney to institute litigation for injunctive and other relief against Diego Chiaiza, C-H-I-C-A-I-Z-A, for non-compliance with Chapter 215 of the Code of the Village of Suffern, regulating rental properties in the Village of Suffern, being enacted by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern as follows. Whereas Diego Chiaiza, C-H-I-C-A-I-Z-A, is the owner of properties located at 1 Sunset Drive, 4 West Maple Drive, 36 Wayne Avenue, 46 Boulevard, 56 Wayne Avenue, 63
57.
Wayne Avenue, and 162 Wayne Avenue in the Village of Suffern.
57 Wayne Avenue.
50, yes, that's what I said, I thought. 57 Wayne Avenue, 63 Wayne Avenue, and 162 Wayne Avenue, Village of Suffern. And whereas all of the foregoing properties are non-owner occupied rental units required to be registered with the village in accordance with the provision of Chapter 215 of the Village Code. And whereas despite numerous requests to do so, the foregoing Diego Chiaiza, C-H-I-C-A-I-Z-A, has failed, refused, and neglected to register in accordance with the requirements of Chapter 215. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Suffern that the village attorney is hereby authorized to institute an action for injunctive relief on behalf of the Village of Suffern as such additional relief as the village attorney deems appropriate, including a preliminary injunction and temporary restraining order against Diego Chiaiza, C-H-I-C-A-I-Z-A, and other persons or entities that the village deems advisable for violation of Chapter 215 of the Code of the Village of Suffern. Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by Trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee
Second made by
Corrigan.
Trustee Corrigan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion by... The part that's very disappointing to me that this member is a member of our, if I'm not mistaken, of our local fire department, of a volunteer fire department. And it's very disappointing that someone else would put... Well, this is disappointing. I will talk to this board, talk to the attorney, if there's other action we can also take. Okay? And I blame the individual for any actions. I blame whoever the individual is, I blame them personally, not anyone else, huh? Maybe affiliated or not affiliated, huh? But okay, that's, I will let the people know that we will be getting aggressive on this. We will be going, there's more to come. There's more to come. We're working on it. We're actually looking at deeds. Under New York State law and LLCs, we do not have control over LLCs. It's called preemptive action. New York State law has things on LLCs. We have no power over LLCs in that sense, okay? We have a right to zoning and code enforcement, but since they have laws in place, and they do have certain laws in place, it is really meant for the bigger buyer. Like if one, and it's only under certain things, if they do commercial loans and different things, if one person had 10 houses in an LLC and had all these other things in place, there was something that they could be responsible under the state law. But that doesn't exist in the village of Suffern. Someone owning different businesses or different LLCs is not necessarily covered in that realm there. So I've been working on LLCs, on different things that we can or we can't do, and we are limited because New York State has that, has that power over us, okay? And we don't always agree, It's actually called the doctrine of preemption, is what it's called, in state law. So, but we will continue with code enforcement, hard code enforcement, and we will continue to raise fines for offenders. So the minimal fine. By next month, we will have a clear path on all the minimal fines. I want to, and they're going to be aggressive fines. And that way the court I think we have to sometimes take the power out of the court and put it in the hands of the people, right? So that's why, by doing that, by doing minimal fines, I think we do that better. We make it better for our residents, our neighbors, our firefighters, our police, and everyone alike, okay? It's a very exhausting, tiring issue, and we'll just keep on working on it. I'd say it takes up a lot of my day. We're getting a lot of complaints through the code. The new system is working. Sometimes people are incorrect on their interpretation of law, but that's our choice. They can tell us, and then we can go ahead and make that, choice after the fact, okay? And that's what we've been doing, all right? So those email goes directly to the code enforcer now, come directly to me, and we follow up and see, what happened or didn't happen, right? And that's kind of where that's at. All right, appointment's done. At this point, I'd like to have a motion to open up public comment, please. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Hogue.
Second made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Does anyone have anything to say? Young man from Suffern High School, would you like to make any comments? Nothing. You want to tell us who your favorite band is? You want to tell us who your favorite politician is? You want to tell us who your favorite parent is? But you're both equal. You love them both the same, so that one's easy. All right? Okay. Thank you for coming. I'm hoping you learn a little bit here. Okay? Have any questions, feel free to even ask us privately. Being there's no comment, I please have a motion to close the public comment, please. Motion, please.
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Second made by Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Department of Public Works, Charles Sawicki, please.
Good evening. Item A, resolution authorization to award bid for water department and wastewater treatment plant chemicals.
Can I have a motion authorizing to award bid for the water department and wastewater treatment plant chemicals, please? Motion, please.
Trustee Hogue.
Motion made by Trustee Hogue. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Corrigan.
Second made by Trustee Ford. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item B, resolution authorization for the mayor to sign the Cornell Cooperative Extension 2026 Stormwater 2 Education Program Agreement.
I have a motion authorizing the mayor to sign the Cornell Cooperative Extension 2026 Stormwater 2 Education Program Agreement. Motion, please.
Trustee Osborn.
Motion made by trustee Osborn. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by trustee Alpert. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item C, resolution authorization to award the sludge removal and cleaning of the primary digester at the wastewater treatment plant.
Charles, and that came back at $165,000 with the bid, correct?
Right, and that's, it's based on an estimated quantity.
Correct.
That number could be a little bit higher, or a little bit lower.
Right, and it was far substantially less. I think it was $1.10.
$1.10 per gallon.
Per
Right.
gallon, where the other one was like $2.70, so.
Yeah, it was
we only got
much
the
higher,
two bids, but it was
much higher.
and we had actually gotten some unofficial estimates, so that came in line, so we're happy with that. So that's just this village board working to keep our sewer plant and our water plants in good shape, maintenance, at the same time keeping our taxes down. So plan to do it all. So I got a motion authorizing to award the sludge removal and cleaning of the primary digester at the wastewater treatment plant. Motion, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Hogue.
Second made by trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, thank you.
Is the treasurer here? Oh, there he is, okay.
Good evening, Mayor Curley and Board. I have one item on the agenda, and just the distribution and the acceptance of the 2025 audit that was prepared by Berard & Associates. So we had another great year. I want to thank the mayor for his patience and the board for your patience as well getting this done.
They do it, they come out, they do an independent audit, and it came back with very good, with flying colors, I would say, all right? And we'll continue to do it, we'll continue to stay on track. We just finished a New York State audit, so they just finished, that'll be the last one based on the deficit bonding, so they were here for a few weeks here. And, spent a lot of time with Greg next to him, and I hope he changes his cologne next year. Didn't like his cologne, so. But otherwise, thank you for your hard work, Greg, okay?
Thank you very
I do
much,
call him
Greg.
in my office a lot, we spend a lot of time together, and
I don't leave crying all the time, just sometimes.
he notices that I grind my teeth sometimes. So. Had a few girlfriends tell me that too. Grind my teeth, I didn't realize it, but I guess I do. But thank you very much, thank you for your hard
Thank you,
work.
Greg.
Right?
Thank you.
No personal litigation. Trustees, have anything to say? Any trustees have any comments?
I just have once again, thank you for looking out for this village and making sure that everything is getting done appropriately and fairly. And I think that's really important for everyone to know about the rental registry and the program and what it signifies.
Thank you, trustee.
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to say also just real quickly, I agree with Joe wholeheartedly. Chief Mastrullo, congratulations on doing your term as chief. Thanks for all you've done for the village and the fire department. And I also want to thank you, Mayor, for being proactive in regards to the rental registry, as well as you stated the numbers earlier with the code enforcement. That is critical. I think that's probably one of the things I know I hear, and I'm sure most of my fellow board members, we do converse regularly, hear about the code issues that people are concerned about, and this board has been all over it, increasing the enforcement, the fines. And Mayor, thank you for being a lead on that. And I want to thank all of you, for your help with this.
Like from 4/1/25 to 3/31/26 1 year, there were 647 total violations written, okay? From, being a couple hundred years ago. So we will continue. I would love to see that number to be zero someday because nobody's doing anything, but I don't foresee that happening. So we'll just keep on doing it, okay? See the way it works, and let me just bother the folks for a minute here. When we get called on a violation, we go out and we review it, and it's done that day or the next day. This ain't weeks. This ain't taking any time anymore, right? Trust me, if the fire department says it's dangerous, it's done instantly, right? And some of them are done instantly too. I mean, I go out with the code enforcers myself. which originally when I started doing it, they weren't happy. Now they like me coming. They call me the bulldog. So I'm a little bit, I get a little tough with people because the ones that are abusing us, I give them the same respect back that they give us. And that's how I treat them. But you go, someone will fix the issue then or fix it right away, you're fine. If not, you give them a notice of violation. Then you give them so much time to cure it. That's like their warning. After that, they go to court, okay? They go to court, they get a court appearance ticket. And then sometimes the courts can take too long, so that's why the minimum fines and excessive minimum fines, not excessive, but more than what they are. They can't just be this minimal thing where it's cheaper just to commit the penalty all the time and just, I'll just take this as almost like a form of doing business. If the fine is high enough, it becomes too costly, and then you're better off getting the proper rent, so then people aren't trying to rent illegally to make up the rent. So that's how I see it. So those are some of the problems. So like I monitor the violations, I monitor the registry. So there's a lot of things that going on, and plus I get to go to parades and everything else, all the fun stuff too. All right. So I want to thank everyone.
I wanted actually to say something as well. I wanted to thank you, Mayor, for putting the right on the homepage of the village website the ability to report any issues with properties in the village. I think that's very helpful.
It's the easiest one in the whole county to access. You go to our webpage, you hit boom, you go right there. You don't want to give your name, you don't have to. You want to give your name, you want to give an email, that way we can contact you back, let you know what's gone. It's your choice, okay? Sometimes we're getting some ones that aren't really, they're different concerns, but that's okay. We can siphon through them. Most of them are real concerns, and we welcome you to do it, okay? So at this time, I just want to just get a motion to grant a permit for the Suffern Chamber of Commerce to hold a Suffern Street Fair downtown Suffern on May 3rd, 2025, on 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. after consultation with the Chief of Police, Department of Public Works, and myself, okay? So, can I get a motion, please?
Motion, Trustee Alpert.
Motion made by Trustee Alpert. Can I get a second, please?
Trustee Osborn.
Second made by Trustee Osborn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. On that, folks, please don't be afraid to make your complaints. We take them seriously, but I will go back to the LLCs. LLCs are controlled by, more by state government, not by local municipalities. But we do control the court. We can't control who goes into the property. We can only control what you do with the property. And that's kind of the way to see it. So whether John owns 20 properties or an LLC owns 20 properties, and they're different LLCs, there's no legal. And I've had our lawyer spend hours on this, on different angles, on different ways, and it's just so it's actually up in New York State, and that's really where it goes. Okay, so I mean, there's been other talk even in the federal government about when you get these big black stones and stuff, or black rocks, buying like thousands of houses, and by doing that they knock up the rental rates high. Okay, so there has been talk about that. Even the president mentioned that, and then I think there's some senators actually working on something like that. But it would never apply to smaller units like that, because not the intention they're talking about at this time. So based on that, I have a motion to close the meeting, please.
Trustee Corrigan.
Motion made by Trustee Corrigan. Can I get a second, please?
Second, Trustee Hogue.
Second made by Trustee Hogue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion passes. Have a great week, folks.
You.